it's like a family. It's not just a school you graduate from and you move on with your life. There's nothing impossible in science. If the physics is okay, you can do it. Try to be a lazy. This is my advice. My name is Mohammed Hassan. I'm an associate professor of physics and optical sciences at the University of Arizona. I start my career journey from Max Planck Institute for Quantum Optics, where I got my PhD in 2013. Then I moved to United States of America to do my postdoc with Ahmed Jubair in Caltech. Then I moved after that to start my professorship at the University of Arizona. Started as an assistant professor from 2017 to 2023. Then I promoted to an associate professor up to now. From the beginning, I was fascinated with electromotion in matter and how we can control it. And I was so lucky to start in one of the top institutions in the world, in Max Planck, where I learned how to use the laser pulses to control the electromotion. And I combined this with my expertise or my experience I got from Caltech working with ultra-fast electron microscopes to come up with a new direction of research with the attosecond electron microscopy, or what we call in our group Attomicroscopy. We use this new tool to image the electromotion real-time and space. And the nice thing about it is it's not just a tool for physics application, but can extend for different areas of science. It can have an application in chemistry, and it can have an application in material sciences. It can have an applications in biology as well. For example, I think if we're able to image the electromotion in molecules, in proteins, this could open the door for discover new drugs or discover the core problem of some diseases. Another thing which we are doing here in my group, based also on controlling the electromotion inside the material, we're able to demonstrate the capability for controlling the properties of matter to establish what we call ultra-fast optoelectronics. So this is very, very fast electronics, and this is the applied physics part in my research. And the big dream is to have an ultra-fast transistor, which means all the electronics we are using today, cell phones, smartphones, computers, laptops, this should be like using this new ultra-fast technology 1 million times faster. You can think about the implication of that in the stock market, right? When microseconds make a huge difference in taking a decision of selling or buying some stocks. This is, I think, will be a game changer. And also recently we have extended our interest to convert this normal laser light or classic laser light to quantum laser light, which allow us to or open for us a window to the quantum world. And we're able to measure for the first time the ultra-fast dynamics of uncertainty, which is completely new. So we are again blending two different fields together, the ultra-fast optics with the quantum optics, to merge a new field of ultra-fast quantum optics. So I'm so excited about what I'm doing. I love it so much. And I was so lucky to learn from two big giants in the science and the physics fields, from Ferenc Krauss and from Ahmed Jubair. So since I was like in high school, I was fascinated with mathematics and the physics problem, general physics problem, which we study in the high school. But when I started to study physics and chemistry in my undergrad, I always was asking myself, how is the electrons moves inside the atoms? We learn how to fill the electrons in energy states. And I was thinking, is the electrons just moving from energy state to another energy state when it's excited? And this pops up many questions in my mind, which I didn't have an answer to that. Then when I was searching for next step, where I would like to do my PhD, and thinking about electron dynamics and stuff like that, uh, at that time, Ahmed Zewail got the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1999. And this is a year where I decided to go to study physics and chemistry because we are from the same origin country. We are both from Egypt, and he's like a role model for us. So I started to search where is a place they can have a new tool to see electrons and control the electrons. And this is where I find, or where I focus my applications to IMPRS, right? In Max Planck quantum optics, because this is a best place in the world doing electron, trace the electrons and control the electrons. And for sure, as a student, not coming from a Europe or US, you can imagine in this very high level institution, it was very difficult, but I was lucky to have IMPRS because it allows for the international students to apply and give them a full support. So I said, okay, this is my way to go. And this is why I insisted to apply to IMPRS many times until I got accepted finally. And was the opportunity for me to pursue what I wanted to pursue. Yes, it's difficult. And the reason it's difficult that in African countries, because it's developing economies, right? So the spending on science is not like Europe or United States. So that means there are not big opportunities. Back to my time, maybe the situation now becomes much better. But back to the time, the spending on science was not so much. So finding an institution where you can take in a good training and be qualified to join big institutions like MBQ or go to US to one of the big universities was very difficult, right? Because this level of competition is very high, and you are applying with the best researcher in the world, right? From everywhere. So you have to show that you can stand out and show you can be a very good scientist, right? There are a lot, I'm telling you, there are a lot of talented scientists, young scientists there, but they don't have opportunity. And this is what unique thing about IMPRS. It provides this opportunity. You are picking the best young scientists in the world. Plus, also you are allows the students to be supervised or to be mentored by the best scientists in the world. So what I have learned is not just you learning, you have the opportunity in IMPRS to learn from your supervisor, but to learn from your colleague coming to use the IMPRS. They are very smart, young, talented scientists. They come up with different backgrounds, with different cultures. They come up with their own ideas. You learn from them a lot. You interact with them, makes your mind more opening to different ideas, to different culture. So this is one of the important things in IMPRS. And also I remember something was very, very useful IMPRS used to do in my time. They had a meeting with alumni who are already working in industry, different fields of industry, and in academia. And everybody come to this meeting not to explain just what they are doing, but what is the benefit of this path. If it's industry, what is the benefit? If it's academia, what is the benefit? Which type of industry? I remember people coming from consultation companies, and they explain for us the benefit of being in this career path, the advantage and disadvantage. And because we are one family at IMPRS, they were so honest with us. So this is give us a lot of inside information we don't know as a student, but because of our colleagues who already took this path as teach us in the school, their experience, this helps us a lot later on to define which direction we should follow. When you think about a new point in science, don't restrict yourself to the technical boundaries or anything like that. There are nothing impossible in science. If the physics is okay, you can do it. So if the problem in terms of physics perspective is fine, whatever the difficulty or whatever how difficult it is, you can do it. You just have to think in different way, think in an innovative way, plan it very well until you be able to explore what you want to explore or do the experiment you would like to do. Yes, it's difficult, but this is how it is. I mean, when you are pursuing something nobody did before, definitely it would be difficult, right? Because nobody did it before. There are no paved way show you how to do it. You have to pave the way. You have to be the first to do that. And this requires more effort, more work, but it's fine. At the end of the day, you will reach your goal. So keep trying until you reach your goal. Never give up. So this was an important lesson I learned in MPQ. We used to go this historical castle and sit down together for 2-3 days, eat together, play together, discuss science together, present science together, discuss science, new ideas come up. So this was very important and very nice memory, I remember. Oh, I love it. I mean, Munich, one of the unique cities in the world. It has a lot of nice historical sites, which I love so much. I still have memories everywhere in Munich. And you can imagine also my first experience. I never saw ice before except in the fridge. And I see, I mean, I came like in, I think I joined in July, but yeah, but later on in January or December, it started snowing around, and this was cool experience for some student coming from Egypt, never saw snow before. So was entirely new thing, and there are a German culture, and the German culture is it's very good because I learned it, and my strategy always not to just stuck to the background you are coming from. When you have the opportunity to visit new country and to live in a new country, you also have to get the best out of this culture, which doesn't change your identity, but in the same time improve your personality. And this is exactly what I have done, and I like it so much. And I was like carrying this with me when I moved to US, and my postdoc supervisor, sometimes, I mean, he was like joking, and when we discussing like papers and stuff like that, he said, "You become too German." He was an Egyptian, so was a funny thing. But I like it because it teach me how to be committed, how to finish your work in the best way you can. So this is, I think, generally exists in the German culture, but more in IMPRS and MBQ culture. So generally for the young scientists, I think the big challenge is the picture is not clear in their mind what they would like exactly to do. And this is a big important question, what you would like to do, because based on answering this question, you can identify which route you would like to go, which way you would like to go. Answering this question early in your career will be very beneficial to you. So this is an important thing, to have a clear thinking, have a clear plan, and be flexible in your plans, because sometimes it's not going to work, right? So if it's not going to work, you have to be very flexible and prepare plan B and plan C. So don't just give up. Plan A doesn't work, then I'm giving up. No, you have already plan B on place. Run with that, right? And try to do it. So if plan B doesn't work, plan C. So you have an ordered mind of exactly what you want to do after 5-6 years from now. And will help you to build a strong portfolio and a strong career, not to be coherent like laser in building your career to reach your goal. And this is the difference between the incoherent light, it goes everywhere, and there's a coherent laser which is pointed, directed to the goal. So try to be a laser. This is my advice. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, programming is developing so fast, you have to catch up. Otherwise, you will lose your opportunity. So this soft skills is very important. One important thing, communicating science is as important as doing science. And this is something I learned from Ferenc Krauss as well, right? So he was saying all the time, the attoworld website is the window for the external world to see what you are doing. When you communicate your science, the people feel the value of what you are doing, and maybe this is inspiring students to join or other scientists to do something similar to what you are doing, a little bit different in their way. But I mean, this is important. No, it's important. Not only students, the coordinators. I mean, I still communicating with IMPRS coordinators back to the time they are all like they are brilliant scientists, and this type of scientists you would like to keep in contact with them because learning from them is not stopping in the IMPRS time. It go beyond that. IMPRS students is everywhere, right? In German universities, in US universities, so they are everywhere. I follow their work. I learn from them a lot, even now, and I love always from now, every now and then meet them in the conferences and have a chat about science. And we remember also the memories when we were IMPRS students, and this is very, very nice because we go back to memories and we remember how we started the journey together and all of the things, which is very fantastic. So yes, I keep contact with all of the IMPRS people. It's like a family. It's not just a school you graduate from and you move on with your life. You keep this relation the entire scientific career life with you.